This is Lindsay, and it's Wednesday, February 4th, 2026. And yeah, guess what? Guess what I got in the mail today? First of all, here's what happened that I have to talk about. Okay, this is so more blatant evidence that I'm under a lot of scrutiny or surveillance. Like illegal surveillance. So yeah, and here's some examples. Nothing personal against some of my neighbors here, or the man who lives across the street, because I barely know him. I just know his name. But what they do around here, and this is gaslighting. It's a way, because they're informants. They're reporting back to the community anything that I do, anything that I say, or whatever, because this is part of this stupid gang stalking, community harassment stuff where they keep tabs on people, and unnecessarily, if a person is somebody who is reclusive or does their own thing at home, they like to keep tabs on you to try to make themselves feel important by acting like some kind of a community hero or something. That's what a lot of people do. And some people go overboard with that. Other people are more not as obvious with it. They're more subtle with it. But at the same time, it's very uncomfortable, because what they're doing, it's because of their own. They're trying to. A lot of it just doesn't make sense, because if a person is not asking for help, then why bother somebody? If a person needs help, they can get help. Like for me, example, if I need help, then I'll do it. I don't need people keeping tabs on me because somebody else is telling them to do that. And that's what they do to me. That's what they've been doing to me for so long. So-called stupid fucking family, my bitch mother and her, all that crap that they did to me when I was living on that Canton Street, all that unnecessary shit that they did, sending over a sheriff and all that crap and trying to put me in a mental hospital just to try to embarrass me and discredit me. No, one day it's going to happen to them. I'm going to do a fucking welfare check on them so they can see what it feels like to be harassed and bothered in your own home. I think that it would be a good idea if somebody did that to Carter, or maybe your daughter or your son, whatever. Abigail, what's her name? His name? Maybe somebody should do a welfare check on you to try to see, so you can see what it fucking feels like to have your life invaded. But this is what they do. This is the kinds of shit that these people do when it comes to money and battling for your money or an inheritance that they don't want you to have, because this has been ongoing in my life for so long. And because I document these things, or at least for myself, they just want a complete war. They want everything has to be a battle. They want to turn everything into a competition, everything to make the target feel like you have to prove yourself to people, or you have to, put on a front for people. No, I don't. I don't have to do that to anybody or for anybody. And if they don't like who I am, then just stay the fuck away, because I honestly don't give a shit. I'm not here to kiss your ass or to people please. Okay? I'm not a goddamn public servant. And I'm not here to be fucking stepped all over like a fucking doormat. I've already been through enough of that throughout my life. And because people see, I'm not as weak as they think I am. Okay? This is just fucking stupid shit that they do to me. And last night, and yeah, it's all to just make me look mad and to make me look stupid making a video. No, for these purposes right now, I'm just documenting this stuff. I'm just documenting it because I have to, for legal purposes, for when I do sue these people and get my money, the inheritance that was stolen from me. Because it's necessary for me to document this bullshit, what these people do to me on a daily basis in my own home. Invading my privacy, trying to keep tabs on me and all this shit. So, first of all, let me talk about what happened last night when I was in my bed, laying down around 7:30 or so, or something. I noticed I had a missed video chat from somebody on my phone. This is some kind of a thing that it's an app that comes on my phone Okay, I didn't install this app. It's some kind of an app that I had to that I've tried to remove before, but it won't let you remove it with this certain fucking dumb Serrano phone. And even though I pay for my phone service, I don't get free fucking phone service. I pay for some cheap ass stupid government. It's a government Serrano hot pepper whatever the fuck phone, but I pay for my phone service through Mint Mobile every month. I paid up front. I don't get free goddamn phone service from the fucking government. But because they spy on you. Everything the government loves to give people free this, free that. Why? So they can spy on you and keep tabs on you. That's one of the reasons why they do that. And they use foreign people who don't even fucking speak English to work in these places most of the time, that don't even goddamn understand English or speak English half the time. Because this is the way this country is. It's basically been taken over by people that don't even fucking speak English. And not to be mean, but that's the reality of it. It's just. There's something on here. Oh, it's called Meet. This is some kind of an app that's built into my phone. This Android phone that I have, it says Meet. You can see it right there. The glare is bad. But it's something called Meet, and it's got like a little, it's like a video camera thing. And so I don't have an option to remove it from my phone, but it says enable or force stop. So this is something with Google. I don't know what the fuck it is, Google. See, that's the problem, is if you intertwine your email or Google account with your phone, then once again, they have access to your information. And once your phone has been hacked like mine has, these people can get all kinds of information against you and use your identity, which is what has happened to me. But nonetheless, I had that app, which now I disabled it. So hopefully I won't, now that it's disabled, it's not showing up on my main screen. But nonetheless, it's some kind of thing. It says, I had missed a call from, it said, I don't even want to say the fucking asshole's name, but guess who? The stalker, this Valdez creep who keeps on harassing me, or was harassing me, tried to call me with a video call on that meet thing, whatever. And I missed it, and I wouldn't have answered it anyway. I would not. Is he fucking stupid? What came up was his email address. It's like, what the fuck do you want, dude? Leave me the fuck alone, because I will get a goddamn restraining order against you, you dumb fuck. So he's still trying to harass me. He doesn't have my new phone number. I will not give him my phone number. I had blocked him on one email account. As a matter of fact, I removed the entire email account at one point that I stupidly gave him an email address. I don't want that motherfucker to have know anything about me. Unfortunately, he knows where I live. I can't change that right now, but the stalker predator knows where I live. He's a demon, asshole, liar, shitfuck opportunist who did try to steal my money, who did try to steal my inheritance, who did try to lie to me and exploit me in all kinds of ways, trying to make me look foolish. But what goes around comes around. One day, he'll get it back, I'm sure. These people that do this kind of shit, what goes around comes around. So, that happened last night, okay, early evening. And then this morning, as I do my personal routine and my meditation and what I like to do in my own home, I'm done with all that. I had finished cooking and eating, and I was enjoying myself. And then I fucking knock on the gate or knock on the window really loud, like, Lindsay. I'm like, well, I don't recognize that voice. I don't know who the fuck that is, but because it certainly wasn't that fucking Valdez asshole predator, because I could tell by the tone of the voice. I was like, I don't know who that is. I don't recognize that voice. So I didn't answer. They were knocking on the gate, they were knocking on the window, and then they came around and knocked on the back door. And I was like, what the fuck is this about? Who the fuck is that? And I didn't answer. Because I don't want to. I don't answer. I don't like to answer my door to people I don't know. And I don't want to have to, if I'm in the middle of doing something, I don't have to answer the fucking door. So, I peeked out the window and I saw some man over by the towards my recycling bin, and I was like, I don't really know who that is. It kind of looks like somebody, my cousin. Looks like maybe it's my cousin. I thought it was Chip. I thought it was my cousin, just from looking at the way his part of. I was like, oh my god, what does he want? It looked. I couldn't tell because it was from a distance, and I could only see a small angle of this person. It's like, oh my god, I'm not going to answer it. If that's who that is, fuck no, I'm not going to answer the door. No thanks. I wouldn't answer the door to him or anybody none of these people. I don't trust him. I sure as hell don't trust his mother, and I don't trust any of my so-called family. So I wouldn't have, if it was him, I certainly wouldn't have answered it. And I looked again, and the person kept knocking, so I kind of looked through the door, and I opened the door a little bit, and I was like, oh. And he's like, it's Herman, it's your neighbor. I said, oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know who it was, and I don't like to answer the door to strangers, but so it turns out it was a man across the street who I've met before and talked to briefly maybe once or twice, and he was inviting me to go have lunch with him at some place here on called Angels or something on East Commerce Street. Angelitos or Angels, some little Mexican restaurant. I've never been there, but I've seen it before. And I said, well, I really appreciate it, but I've already eaten and all that, and I'm busy. And I was like, I said, by the way, I did change my number, because I had his contact. I do have his contact in my phone. He'd given me his number one day when we were talking outside, and whatever happened when I removed, I thought that, okay, because I know that my phone has been hacked, I better remove my email account from my phone. So I did that this morning, and it deleted all of my contacts. It deleted all my contacts, which I don't have that many of, but it deleted all my contacts when I removed my email address from my phone. And the reason I did that was because that fucking Louis Valdez, fucking asshole, was harassing me last night. So I thought, well, I'm going to have to remove my email address from my phone, thinking that would help. Hopefully, because I don't want I don't want him to have access to my phone, which he's a fucking hacker, so he probably does, but he's a stalker, so these people have ways to do this kind of shit. But I'll go do a police report. Definitely. I don't want that motherfucker anywhere near my property or anywhere near me. But, so at least it was just a neighbor, and I was like relieved that it was just my neighbor. But even though I didn't want to go, I was like, I didn't go, whatever, because I've already eaten. And then he started saying something about, like, that he was worried, or that he was gonna he thought about doing a welfare check on me, and I'm like, why? There's nothing wrong. If I need help, I can call 911. There's nothing wrong, And he had on his sunglasses, and it's like it's just kind of weird. I mean, I understand that people are nice and they're looking out for me, but why all of a sudden? Like, why? You see, I pick up on patterns and behavior of people, and whenever they're like that aggressive, then they're trying to get information about me or do something to try to get information or something. There's always something weird about that. And then he started saying about how, a house that he rents out to people that are on Social Security disability, and they share a kitchen. And I'm like, okay, what's the point? I'm just saying, some of these people, it's like it's none of their fucking business. I talk about this stuff, but obviously I give a lot of information because I'm trying to get legal help. The reason I give out talk about this stuff, which is because I'm a legit person trying to get legal help for what has been stolen from me. The reason I make the YouTube videos is because my inheritance was wrongfully stolen from me by a lot of different people, including this half-sibling in California, okay? So I talk about it because it's the truth. I'm not lying about any of this. You can look up the case in Kerrville if you don't believe me. So I have legit reasons to document this stuff because I'm actually trying to get it get what I'm entitled to without being distracted by people trying to prevent me from getting what I deserve or what was stolen from me. Which they always are going to try to do. Whenever there's money involved, there's always going to be people who are sent out by a narcissist, flying monkeys to try to distract you or discredit you or gaslight you into doubting your own version of what's happening. And this is what they do. They've been doing this to me for so long. Years and years. So it's nothing new to me. But nothing against that man because I don't know him very well, but he seems like a nice person. He was only doing something to be nice, and I appreciate that. That's very kind of him. I just don't like to be... I just have a problem with people. It goes for anybody. When I'm in my house doing what I like to do in my own home, I don't like to be bothered. I don't need to be distracted, and I don't like to be bothered by people. I'm not a fucking business. I'm not an open business or anything. And then he started telling me about how this neighbor, there's a man who lives a couple doors down, some black man named Paul. I don't give a shit what his name is. I don't know the man. But like I said, these people are always coming and going out of these houses around here. And this man was clearly fucking spying on me. I can assure you that black man, Paul, was doing something illegally as far as surveilling me. I don't even know him, but I could tell by the way they fucking behave. He was always looking at in his wife, whatever the fuck. One day they're out there on their porch with some screaming fucking baby. When that stupid Lewis was on the porch of my house, all the goddamn setups and all the shit to make me look crazy, what these people do. Clearly that man worked for some fucking government or probably he's a fucking security guard, or I don't know, and I don't fucking care. But I can see when I'm being fucking lied to or being exploited or spied on by people in the neighborhood. Okay, it's pretty goddamn obvious when this happens to you, when you're a targeted individual. So the neighbor starts telling me how so-and-so's moving away. I'm like, okay, I don't really care. I felt like saying, I don't give a shit what he's doing. I don't care. I don't know the man, and I don't really give a fuck. Pardon my language, but I don't care. So what? Good. I don't care. I don't know him. I don't give a shit. But anyway, there's certain people I just don't like. They rub me the wrong way. Not that man, but I don't care about that man. I don't care about his fucking wife. I'm not interested. I've already been through enough shit with certain blacks in the neighborhood to know that I just don't trust them because they're always up to something. In my experience, they're always targeting me. It's been like that for a long time. So I just kind of try to keep my distance from most of them because they always mock me and do things that are just really fucking rude. And this is called reverse discrimination because they do it all the time to me. And I'm not trying to be mean, but if you want to call me a racist for that, go ahead. But I have to protect myself because I can see through bullshit from people. And I don't appreciate being mocked or belittled by anybody. I don't care if you're fucking black, Caucasian, Hispanic, whatever. Don't fuck with me because I'm not that fucking stupid. It's happened to me way too many times in the past with these kinds of people. But then in the mail today, I get something from, look at this. Aldos. Oh, wow. Aldos. And this is really funny. All the timing is so perfect. So perfect. All the fucking timing of this stupid shit that they do to try to make me feel guilty or make me feel like I'm obligated. I don't fucking owe anybody a thing, especially at Gold's fucking gym, by the way. So that's what this is from. This is from Attorneys at Law. Oh, really? Wow. Aldous and Associates, Attorney at Law, P.O. Box 171374, Holiday, Utah. Hollladay, Utah. Oh, really? So, and it's like, and I read it, this law firm has been retained by Gold's Gym to collect the total amount as a result of your defaulted contract. Fuck Gold's Gym. After all the fucking surveillance and shit those fucking people did to me, I'm not fucking paying them a fucking thing. No fucking way. Fuck you. I'm never going back there. I don't owe you anything, and I don't have a fucking contract with your fucking stupid gym. It says, we're trying to collect a debt that you owe Gold's Gym. We will use any information you give us to help collect the debt. Fuck you. 10 years of going to that fucking place and all the shit they did to me. Now I think you owe me a lot of fucking money. And it's from Jeffrey Aldos. Aldous. Take the fucking money and shove it up your fucking ass because you're not getting shit out of me as far as Gold's Gym. No. It says I owe, as of January 26, 2026, I owe $52.46. Nah, fuck you. I'm not paying you a fucking thing. $52 and they have to get an attorney for that? Fuck you. Fuck off. Not getting anything from me and fuck that place. That place is a fucking fraud. Talk about all the goddamn human trafficking, drug smuggling. It's basically a fucking shell company, I'm convinced. I hate that fucking place. I thank God I don't go there anymore. Talk about making a person fucking crazy with anxiety. I will never go there again. I will go to any gym, but not there. Anyone. I don't like Planet Fitness. I don't really like most of these other places, but I'm not setting foot into that fucking Gold's Gym ever again after all the blatant fucking harassment, sexist discrimination, and shit they did to me. No fucking way. Never again. Ever. Ever. At least not that goddamn one on Goliad. Some of them were decent, but you know what? No, I'm done with that fucking place. Never again. Talk about a weird, fucked up environment to be in. No, thank you, but fuck off, and no, you're not getting $52